श्री श्रील सिंह भगवान की जय। प्रहलाद महाराज की जय। श्री नरसिंह जय नरसिंह जय जय नरसिंह। प्रह्लादेश जय पद्म मुख पद्म भृंग। श्री नरसिंह जय नरसिंह जय जय नरसिंह। प्रह्लादेश जय पद्म मुख पद्म भृंग। श्री नरसिंह जय नरसिंह जय जय नरसिंह। प्रह्लादेश जय पद्म मुख पद्म भृंग। तव कर कमल वरे नखं अद्भुत श्रृंगार। दालिता हिरण्यकशिपु तनुभृंग। केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा। जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे। कर कमल वरे नखं अद्भुत श्रृंगार। दालिता हिरण्यकशिपु तनुभृंग। केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा। जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे। केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा। जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश। तव कर कमल वरे नखं Adbhuta Shinga Talita Hiranyakashipu Dhanubringa Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare Adbhuta Shinga Keshavadrita Rupa Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha, Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha, Lakshmi Narasimha, Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha. Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj. Jaya Radha Parasati Lalita Vishakha, Radha Parasati Lalita Vishakha. Jaya Gauranita, Jaya Gauranita, Gauranita, Jaya Gauranita. Jaya Sitaram Lakshmana Hanuman, Sitaram Lakshmana Hanuman. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Nittai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. समस्त भक्त विघ्न विनाशक श्री लक्ष्मी नरसिंह भगवान की जय, प्रहलाद महाराज की जय.
Parthasati Lalita Vishaka Radha Parthasati Lalita Vishaka. Jaya Sitaram Lakshman Hanuma Sitaram Lakshman Hanuma. Jaya Gauranita 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 Jaya Gauranita. Jaya Lakshmi Nrsimha Jaya Nrsimha Dev Pranam Nrsimha Jaya Nrsimha Dev. Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Srila Prabhupada. Namo Vishnu Padaya Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktisiddhanta Swami Namine. No good. Make it. Namaste Sarasvati Devi Gauravani Pujarine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Vashyacha Vasadarine. Try more. Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Guru Bhaktivinoda. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Gadadhar Shivasadi. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Change. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. बोलिए Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Yes, chant. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare Hari Bol. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Prabhupada, 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 Jai Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakti Sadmaha Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakti Sadmaha Bhando mui sabadana mahate Bhando mui sabadana mahate Jahar prasade bhai e bhavatoriyo jah Jahar prasade bhai e bhavatoriyo jah Krishna prapti hoi jaha haite Krishna prapti hoi jaha haite Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chitete Koriyo Agya Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chitete Koriyo Agya Adana Ghori Homani Aisha Adana Ghori Homani Aisha Shri Guru Charane Rathi Ese Utamo Gati. Shri Guru Charane Rathi Ese Utamo Gati. Je Prasade Pure Sarva Aisha. Je Prasade Pure Sarva Aisha. Jagudana dilo je Jami Jami Prabhu se. Divyagani Tepuka Shito. Prema Bhakti Jahoje Abhija Vinasha Jate. Vedigai Jaharaja Rito. Shri Guru Garuna Sindhu Adhama Janara Bandhu. Lokana Lokiraji Bana. Aha Prabhu Kora Doya Deho Mori Pada Jaya. He Vedas Gushuti Bhuvana. Prabhupada Bhatita Pavana. Prabhupada, 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 Shrila Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Hey Jaya 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 Prabhupada, 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 Srila Prabhupada. Namao Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine. Jai Prabhupada. Namaste Sarasvati Deve Gauravani Pracharine निर्विशेष शून्याभादि पश्य च देश तारिणे Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Shrila Prabhupada. Jaya Gauranitai, 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 Gauranitai. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Binda Shri George Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaur Bhakta Binda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Shri Panchadasa Harinam Sankirtan ki Gaur Premanande
Srimad His Divine Grace Abhay Charanaravinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Nitya Leela Pravishti ISKCON founder Acharya Savior of the whole world Srila Prabhupada ki Namacharya Haridas Thakur ki प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की श्री श्री राधा पार्थ सारथी ललिता विशाखा गोप गोपिका श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की श्री श्री गोमते की श्री श्री सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान की श्री श्री लक्ष्मी नरसिंह प्रहलाद महाराज की संवेद भक्त वृंद की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की ISKCON वर्तमान आचार्य वृंद की श्री प्रभुपाद पुस्तक वितरण महामहोत्सव की श्री भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर तेरे भाव तिथि महामहोत्सव की गौर प्रेमानंद All glory to assembled devotees. All glory to assembled devotees. All glory to assembled devotees. All glory to Sri Guru Om Gauranga. हरे कृष्ण। सब लोग मेरे साथ पढ़े। हमारे गुरुदेव के चरण कमल ही एकमात्र साधन है जिनके द्वारा हम शुद्ध भक्ति प्राप्त कर सकते हैं। मैं उनके चरण कमलों में अत्यंत भक्ति एवं श्रद्धा पूर्वक नतमस्तक होता हूँ। उनकी कृपा से जीव भौतिक क्लेशों के महासागर को पार कर सकता है तथा कृष्ण की कृपा प्राप्त कर सकता है। मेरी एकमात्र इच्छा है कि उनके मुख कमल से निकले हुए शब्दों द्वारा अपनी चेतना को शुद्ध करूं। उनके चरण कमलों में अनुराग ऐसी सिद्धि है जो समस्त मनोरथों को पूर्ण करती है। वे मेरी बंद आँखों को खोलते हैं तथा मेरे हृदय में दिव्य ज्ञान भरती है। जन्म जन्मांतर में वे मेरे प्रभु हैं। वे प्रेमा भक्ति प्रदान करती है और अविद्या का नाश करती है। वैदिक शास्त्र उनके चरित्र का गान करते हैं। हे गुरुदेव, हे प्रभुपाद, करुणा सिंधु तथा पतितात्माओं के मित्र, आप सबके गुरु एवं सभी लोगों के जीवन है। हे गुरुदेव, हे प्रभुपाद, मुझ पर दया कीजिए तथा मुझे अपने श्री चरणों की छाया प्रदान कीजिए। आपका यश तीनों लोकों में फैला हुआ है। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय।
राधा माधव कुंजाबी हारी जय राधा माधव कुंजाबी हारी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी यशोदनंदन व्रज जन रंजन यशोदनंदन व्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीर वनचारी यमुना तीर वनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Gopi Jana Vallabha Gidevaradari. Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nitai Gaura Haribo, 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 Gaura Haribo. Jaya Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakur, Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakur. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Jayom Pad Paramahansa Paribhaja Kacharya Ashtotar Simhad Abhaya Charana Ravinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Shri Prabhupada Ki Janitali Vishnu Vishnu Pada Stotara Sati Shishimad Shri Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Goswami Maharaj Thakur Prabhupada Ki Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Sadguru Swami Ki Prem Se Kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Radha Shivasari Gaur Bhaktivinoda Ki Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Shamakunda Radha Kundi Ki Govardhan Ki Vrindavan Dham Ki Mathura Dham Ki Navadik Dham Ki Mayapur Dham Ki Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Gangamai Ki Jamunamai Ki Tulsi Devi Ki Bhakti Devi Ki Samaveta Bhaktivinoda Ki Ki Jugadharma Harinam Sankirtan Ki Brihat Vedanga Ki Sai Gaur Premanandi Shila Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakur Chiro Bhava Mahotsava Ki Jai. All glory to the Samadhi, all glory to the Samadhi, all glory to the Samadhi, all glory to Shri Guru Shri Gauranga. Everybody's looking up there. What is written? Hare Krishna. So today is the auspicious disappearance day of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. So I was requested to read this message, lecture by Srila Prabhupada, Gorakhpur, 15 February 1971. This is Appearance Day. So we're going to read a This is Appearance Day lecture. Is there a Disappearance Day lecture here? I will get a but my electronic Shastra. I will read the most famous Disappearance Day lecture by Srila Prabhupada. First one he gave. This is Disappearance Day lecture, Los Angeles, December 9th, 1968. Srila Prabhupada lecture. Om Jnana-timirandasya Ganam-jana Sharakaya Chakshuru Militam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupakada Maham Dalati Swapadanti Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhaktisiddhanta Swami Niti Namane. Namaste Sarasvati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pastyatya Deshatarine. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadha Shivashari Gaur Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Is it here, this lecture? So this is Disappearance Day lecture, Los Angeles, December 9th, 1968. The first time Srila Prabhupada spoke on this. So today is the Disappearance Day. First he says, where is Jayananda? Jayananda Prabhu is very dear to Srila Prabhupada. And he said, now he has come. So today is the Disappearance Day of my Guru Maharaj. As I told you, that Sadavo Jivama Marava. Srila Prabhupada begins this story that a devotee, he can live or die. It doesn't matter. It's the same thing. This is the essence of Srila Prabhupada's explanation of Disappearance Day. The only difference between Disappearance Day and Disappearance Day is that on Disappearance Day we lament a little more. But for a devotee, a Disappearance Day is actually, in one sense, more auspicious, in the sense that you focus on Bani, you focus on their instruction. When the spiritual master is present, sometimes we focus on the external form and serving, which is also very good. But Srila Prabhupada said the greatest service you can do for your spiritual master is to hear. And of course, if you hear properly, Shrinvatam Shradeya Nityam Grinatas Chat Svatashtitam. If you hear properly, then you will we will make great endeavor to fulfill those instructions. Not that you hear theoretically and, oh, that was a nice lecture, maybe I can put it into practice sometime. Immediately. So, there is a nice story the other day I told you that a sage is giving different kinds of blessings to different types of persons. So a king's son, a prince, he blessed Rajavidya Chirajiva. You are a king's son, a prince. You live forever. Rajaputra Chiram Muniputra Ma Jiva. And a sadhu, devotees, he blessed him Jivava Marava. Either you live or you die as you like. And there was a butcher. He blessed him Ma Jiva Ma Mara. You don't die, you don't live. Because butcher, your hellish existence is your existence is hellish, and your death will be hellish. So you have no possibility. So these words are very significant. I have already explained, still I am explaining. A prince, he's enjoying sense, that's all. He has got enough facility for sense enjoyment. So his next life is hellish. Because if you indulge in sex life, then Krishna will give you facility to have sex life 3 times in an hour, just like the pigeon, the monkeys, the sparrows. They are very sexually strong. You have seen it. So the facility is given. So princely order, they are after sense enjoyment. So he blessed. Better you live forever, because after your death, you do not know what will happen to you. You are going to get a hellish life. Better you live for some time. Go on with your enjoyment. Just like Mudgala. Mudgala, a great sage in Mahabharata. He did so many austerities in relation. Durvasa Muni was testing him. So then a chariot came from the heavenly planet and said, you can come, you've done so many austerities, you can come to the heavenly planet. And So he said, what is it like? So they said, all these things, rivers of mango juice that turn into gold on the bank, everything that everybody wants in this world. And then he said, but one thing, is it eternal? No, it's almost eternal. Such a long time, just like this. You enjoy for a long time, but then Shine Punya Marta Lokam Vishanti, then you have to come back to Martya Loka. So he said, no, thank you. And then afterwards, another chariot came from Vaikuntha, and he accepted. Yes, this is eternal. I want this. But for a devotee, we think, Janame Janame Prabhu say, even if the chariot comes, just like Narada Muni, he asked Krishna who is the best devotee, and so Krishna he gave several instances. One of them was a brahmachari, and so Narada Muni said, Vishnu told him, you tell him that he will be liberated today. He can come to me. And he said, you're so fortunate. Lord Vishnu has given you liberation. You can come. And he said, I do not know Vishnu. I only know my spiritual master. If he tells me to go to Vaikuntha, I will go. If he tells me to go to hell, I will go. Whatever. So the Chiranjiva, or you better live a long time, because afterwards you will suffer. This is material existence. This is what we are all doing. We foolishly want sense gratification. And Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakur spoke so strongly against sense gratification. And he himself, he took a vow to chant 100 crores of the holy name. Now, by ordinary calculation, I made the calculation. If you chant 300,000 names daily, it would take you about 12 years. He did it in 4 years. He didn't quite finish, actually, because he felt the pressure for the he was also, in spite of chanting 300 names a day, he was reading and studying and writing. And after some time, I think he got to like about half, a little more than half. He decided that I have to stop now. Bhakti Vinod Thakur, he did that. He chanted 100 crores of names, but not over some period of time. And he gave that japa mala to Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. And he was living so austerely in a hut. A little hut, didn't even have, the roof was leaking. He would have an umbrella. He would eat rice once a day. He would wear only one chadar and one dhoti. And that's it. When the cold weather came, he simply kept chanting. And so austere. He would not wear any footwear, even though he surprised everyone by wearing shoes. The sadhus did not wear shoes. He wore shoes and came in a car and with a jacket. And everyone was surprised because he was showing that preaching is important, and to preach you have to appeal to the audience. Of course, some people take this too far. No, they don't just appeal to the audience; they appeal to their own desire. I want to dress like this. I want to be like this. But anyway, that's another subject. But so he was so austere, and so then Muniputra Majiva, brahmachari, working under the guidance, under strict disciplinary guidance of the spiritual master. He is blessed. Majiva, you better die, because you have been trained so nicely to enter into the kingdom of God. Why should you take so much trouble? Just like King Kulashekara, he says, my dear mind, let me die now, while my mind is intertwined in the lotus feet of Krishna. Otherwise, when Kappa Vata, Pitta, when they disturb me at the time of death, I may not be able to think of Krishna. So this is the instruction. Ma jiva. Better you die and go back home, back to Godhead. And a devotee, he blessed Jiva va maroba. My dear devotee, either you live or die, same thing. And the butcher, he blessed Ma jiva ma mara. You don't live, you don't die. What he will do? His living condition is so abominable. From morning he has to slaughter so many animals. See the blood stain, the ghastly scene. That is his livelihood. So what a horrible life this is. So don't die, don't live, and don't die also. Because after death, he's going to be in so much hellish condition. Nobody can describe. So both lives, living condition and death. After death, his condition is very horrible. So we should meditate on this. Now, even in India, people, it's fashionable, eat eggs, eat chicken, all these things. Fashionable. Even in one time I was in U.S. doing Sankirtan, one Indian man drove up. He had a bag from McDonald's. Of course, here in McDonald's they don't serve cow meat, but there they do. So I said, "Oh, sir, you should not do that. This is not good. No, you're a Hindu." He said, "No. These are not real cows. These are Western cows. No, these are not real cows." So people are so ignorant, and the compassion that we should feel from Srila Prabhupada and Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakur. He was so compassionate, and he was so humble. He was not so fond of preaching to the masses. He wanted to preach to, he was preaching to very intelligent people, high in society, also the British rulers. He was preaching to them, and very sophisticated scholars. He would not preach to the masses so much. And he preached to his devotees to prepare them. He felt he wanted to make them pure devotees so they could preach to everyone. But when a festival came, he would serve prasadam to everyone. Even though he was, it wasn't that he was puffed up. It's just that he was so intelligent, so pure, that he wanted to use the time that he had to influence. As Srila Prabhupada said so many times, we must give my books to the leaders of society, because they will influence everyone else. If they have my books, they will, of course we give books to everyone, but especially we want to give books, especially Bhagavatam, to leaders of society, so that they will become devotees and influence everyone else. That's possible in India. In other places it may be a little more difficult that someone will get the Bhagavatam and, give it to the president of the country. I gave Bhagavatam to 2 presidents, small countries, but one of them, President of Guyana, he told me, he sat down with me and he said, "So, I very much appreciate the books you gave me, but what to do?" I said, you need ministers who are actually Vaishnavas. He said, "Where will I get them?" I said, "Our devotees, you can make them your minister of justice, minister of this, minister of that." He said, "I would like to do that, but they will just throw me out. Even if I do that, they will throw me out and throw them out." No. So he did the best he could, but he was chanting a little japa and everything. But actually, one president of Mexico, Francisco I. Madera, he called himself Arjuna. This was in 1860 something. So he read Bhagavad Gita every day. And then he appeared before the National Assembly and he said, "This country will be governed by Bhagavad Gita." But unfortunately, they assassinated him. No. Demons, no. They don't want Bhagavad Gita. They want, they want Ravana Gita. So anyway, just some side things about Sankirtan. Following this spirit, Srila Prabhupada captured the mood of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. He had so many disciples. Some of them were very, very erudite. They were very learned, even more learned in Sanskrit and everything than Prabhupada. But somehow or another, although they captured the essence, the spiritual essence, Srila Prabhupada captured the essence of the mission of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, to give Krishna consciousness to everyone. And as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, that that this is our mission. This mission is not like Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur mission or Srila Prabhupada's mission. This is the mission of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Pritimiti Archayan, Nagaradi Gram, that you go everywhere and to everyone and you give this Krishna consciousness. That is the mission. So, anyway, I'll continue with Srila Prabhupada's lecture. Anyway, apart from others, the devotee, for him, appearance and disappearance, the same thing. Just like when my spiritual master appeared in Jagannath Puri, he was the son of a very big government officer, Bhaktivinoda Thakur. So, Srila Prabhupada was giving this lecture in 1968. The devotees did not know anything. They didn't know who Bhaktivinoda Thakur or anybody was. Later, Prabhupada gave a lecture on Bhaktivinoda Thakur's appearance day. And he said, we must translate all of Bhaktivinoda Thakur's books. They are very important. So this was Prabhupada's instruction that day. He was magistrate, government officer. In those days, magistrate is a big officer in the government, practically next to governor. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur was in charge of the Jagannath temple. That is the system in Jagannath Puri. The manager in charge of the temple is the district magistrate. So there was a Rath Yatra festival, and the car was passing in front of Bhaktivinoda Thakur's house. Bhaktivinoda Thakur's name was Kedaranatha Datta. He was a magistrate. He was known as K.N. Datta. Kedaranatha Datta. So the car stopped before his house. Actually, it stopped for 3 days. And at that time, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, a child in the lap of his mother. The mother took the opportunity of rising on the car. She was magistrate's wife, so she had that facility. Immediately, people gave her way to go on the top of the car and place the child on the lotus feet of Jagannath. There were many garlands. One garland fell upon him, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati. Blessings. This was one of there were so many other things. When he was a child, 2-3 years old, he ate one mango fruit, which was kept for offering to the deity. So his father mildly rebuked him. Oh, you have done very wrong thing. It is meant for the deity. You have taken it. You should not have done it. The child was 2 or 3 years old. He took it so seriously that he never after that he took mango. Whenever we offered him mango, he said, no, I am offender. I cannot take mango. He was thinking like that, you see. Never in his life he took a mango. He was thinking that I offended in my childhood by taking the mango of the deity. This is the characteristic of Acharya. They teach by their life's action that one should be so much determined that one should not be. A child took the mango. There was no offense, but he took that vow. Another instance, in my presence, at that time we were also young men, and one of my godbrothers, his name was Dr. Aul Bihari Kapoor. He is now retired in Vrindavan, last time I saw him. So he was a young man, also a young man, and his wife was also young. So they were sitting together talking with Guru Maharaj, and the Guru proposed, "My dear master, I want to speak with you." So Guru Maharaj said, "Yes, you can talk whatever you like." So she said, "I want to talk with you secretly, not in the presence of anyone, everyone." Actually, she wanted to complain about her husband. That's why. But so Guru Maharaj said, "No, I cannot talk with you secretly. You can talk in the presence of all my disciples." So even that girl was just like his granddaughter by age calculation. He refused to talk with a young woman in a secret place. These are the instances. So in his life, he was Akhanda Brahmachari. Bhaktivinoda Thakur had so many other sons, and he was the fifth son. And some of his other brother also, they did not marry. And my Guru Maharaj, he also did not marry. From childhood, he is strict brahmachari. Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Goswami Maharaj. And he underwent very severe penance for starting this movement, worldwide movement. That was his mission. Bhaktivinoda Thakur wanted to do this. In 1896, Bhaktivinoda Thakur wanted to introduce this Krishna consciousness movement by sending this book, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, his life and precepts. Fortunately, that year was my birth year, and by Krishna's arrangement, we came in contact. I was born in a different family. My Guru Maharaj was born in a different family. Who knew that I would come to his protection? Who knew that I would come to America? Who knew that all you American boys will come to me? These are all Krishna's arrangement. Our Prabhupada, when he's speaking this, he was crying. So tears in his eyes. He was thinking how Krishna is so merciful. Then, in another lecture, Srila Prabhupada was speaking about Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. And he said that so all you have been sent by my Guru Maharaj to help me in this mission. Otherwise, Prabhupada's humility was that he did not think that these were even his disciples. Internally, he thought, these are the servants of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur who have come to help me. That's humility. That is Guru. Not taking any credit. Always giving the credit to Guru Maharaj. No credit for me. No. This is how we can survive in spiritual life. Otherwise, you will fall down. As soon as you think I have some credit, I did something, I'm superior, I'm older devotee, everyone should bow down to me, then this is a very unfortunate condition. We cannot understand how things are taking place. In 1936, today is 9 December 1938, so in that year, 68. Prabhupada said 38, but 68. This means 32 years ago. Otherwise, today is 9 December 68, but 32 years ago, which would have been 1936, in Bombay, when I was doing some business, all of a sudden, perhaps on this date, sometime between 9 or 10 December, at that time, my Guru Maharaj was indisposed little, and he was staying in Jagannath Puri on the seashore. So I wrote him letter, "My dear master, your other disciples, brahmachari, sannyasi, they are rendering you direct service, and I am a householder. I cannot live with you. I cannot serve you nicely, so I do not know. How can I serve you?" Simply an idea. I was thinking of serving him. How can I serve him seriously? Now, we should understand what this means. Srila Prabhupada here is instructing us, how do you approach the spiritual master? Not with some particular demand. I want this service. No. How can I serve you? This is Krishna consciousness. No condition. Ahaituki. No condition whatsoever. How can I serve you? This should be the attitude. But, of course, most of us are not ready for that. So sometimes I say, that's one goes to the Guru, my dear spiritual master, how can I serve you? Oh, go on Sankirtan. Oh, I'm not so expert. Well, then you can cook for the deity. Oh, I don't know how to cook. Well, then you can be pujari. Oh, I was never trained in that. Well, then you can clean the floor. Oh no, I have some allergy. Then chant and be happy. Oh, thank you, Guru Maharaj. You are so merciful. Not like that. Not like that. We should be ready. This is the mood. This is Sarvadhamam. But glad to receive your letter. I think you should try to push our movement in English. That was his writing. And that will do good to you and to the people who will help you. That was his instruction. And in 1936, on 31 December, that means just after writing this letter, a fortnight before his departure, he passed away. But I took that order of my spiritual master very seriously. I did not think that I'll have to do such and such thing. I was at that time householder. But this is the arrangement of Krishna. If we strictly try to serve the spiritual master, his order, then Krishna will give us all facilities. That is the secret. Although there was no possibility, I never thought, but I took it a little seriously by studying a commentary by Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur on Bhagavad Gita. In the Bhagavad Gita, the verse, Vyavasayatmika buddhir ekeha kurunandana. In this connection with that verse, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur gives his commentary that we should take up the words from the spiritual master as our life and soul. Actually, in that purport, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says that the order of my spiritual master is so important that I will carry it out under any condition, whether I am in happiness or whether I am sadness, whether I am with good fortune or whether I have no fortune, whether I am living in good conditions or whether I am living in miserable conditions. It does not matter. The order of the spiritual master is the most important thing. Of course, I'm not saying exactly, but this is basically what he says in that purport. We should try to carry out the instruction, the specific instruction of the spiritual master very rigidly, without caring for our personal benefit or loss. So I tried a little bit in that spirit. So he has given me all facilities to serve him. Sometimes we say that Krishna has given me. But no. Here Srila Prabhupada teaches us, we should not even think that why Krishna is interested in me. It is by the mercy of my spiritual master. Krishna is playing with the gopis. Krishna is playing with his cowherd friend. Why does he want to deal with me, so and so, in the material world, full of material desires? So he comes as super soul, as Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says. Internally, Krishna comes as super soul, and externally, Krishna comes as who? Spiritual master, yes. So therefore, Sakshad Haritvena, that we see the instructions of the spiritual master as non-different from Krishna. We don't see the spiritual master as non-different from Krishna. That would be Mayavad. But we see his instructions as non-different from Krishna. So things have come to this stage. He's given me all facility. That in this old age I have come to your country, and you also taking this movement seriously, trying to understand it. We have got some books now. So there's a little foothold of this movement. So on this occasion of my spiritual master's departure, I am trying to execute his will. Similarly, I shall also request you to execute the same order through my will. I am an old man. I can pass away at any moment. That is nature's law. Nobody can check it. So that is not very astonishing. But my appeal to you, on this auspicious day of the departure of my Guru Maharaj, at least to some extent you have understood the essence of the Krishna consciousness movement. You should try to push it on. People are suffering for want of Krishna consciousness. As we daily pray about our devotees, Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripasindhubhyevacha Janam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. A Vaishnava or devotee of the Lord, his life is dedicated for the benefit of people. You know, most of you belong to Christian community, how Lord Jesus Christ, he said that for your sinful activities he has sacrificed himself. That is the determination of devotee of the Lord. They don't care for personal comforts because they love Krishna or God. Therefore, they love all living entities because all living entities are in relation with Krishna. Such important lessons, Srila Prabhupada, in this lecture. Such important understanding. And these devotees, most of them had 3-4 months in Krishna consciousness. A few of them, maybe this was December, so a few of them had like a year and a half. That was like the senior Vaishnava, year and a half. No, and this was like senior Vaishnava. Prabhupada would send devotees even after you were, 6 weeks. Prabhupada would give it first initiation. Then in the second initiation, like 2 or 3 weeks later, and say, go start a temple. Been in the movement for like 3 months now, and go start a temple. So, of course, we've made a lot of mistakes. But it was a very special time in our Krishna consciousness movement. Srila Prabhupada wanted us all to understand the mood and characteristics of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Therefore, they love all living entities. So similarly, you should learn this Krishna consciousness movement means to become Vaishnava and feel for the suffering humanity. Now here Prabhupada defines Vaishnava with a very unique way. Vaishnava means you must feel compassion for all the living entities. That is a Vaishnava. There are different angles of vision. Someone is thinking of the suffering of humanity from the bodily conception of life. Someone is trying to open a hospital to give relief to the diseased condition. Someone is trying to distribute foodstuff in poverty-stricken countries or places. These things are certainly very nice, but actual suffering of humanity is due to lack of Krishna consciousness. Just like people think that by feeding people, there will be some benefit. But it's just like feeding milk to a snake, poisonous snake. You give food to someone, if they have no Krishna consciousness, they will simply continue with their samsara. So you're actually supporting their samsara. Yes, I will help your samsara go on very nicely. No. And so you can go to some hellish condition. But the actual suffering of humanity is due to lack of Krishna consciousness. These bodily sufferings, they are temporary. Neither they can be checked by the laws of nature. Suppose if you give some distribution of foodstuff in some poverty-stricken country, that does not mean that this help makes solution to the whole problem. The real beneficial work is to invoke every person to Krishna consciousness. As soon as he comes to Krishna consciousness, the same example as I have given several times, that a rich man's son is loitering in the street, forgetting his father's opulence and property, and someone, out of sympathy, giving him some food. But another person comes to him and says, "Oh, my dear boy, I know you. You are the son of such and such rich man. Why are you loitering in the street? Come on. I shall take you to your father." So if that gentleman takes that loitering boy to his father, the father is glad, and the boy inherits his father's property, and the whole problem of life becomes solved. This is a crude example. Similarly, all living entities are loitering within this universe in different bodies, in different planets, from time immemorial, without knowing that he belongs to the kingdom of God. He is the direct son of Krishna and God, that Krishna is the proprietor of everything, that he can enjoy his father's property, and these problems of material conditioned life automatically solve. Just like if you become a rich man, if you can possess millions of dollars, then your poverty is automatically solved. So if you become Krishna conscious and you act in that way, then all other problems in the material conditioned life solved. So this is such a nice movement. Aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami ma shuchaha. The Bhagavad Gita says, the Lord says, people's suffering are due to his sinful activities, ignorance. So I'm just going to stop here. Prabhupada is going to, preaching. He gives general preaching, and then he comes back. I'm just going to go down. So there are descriptions in Bhagavad Gita. This Krishna consciousness movement is authorized. Very important. Now, you American boys and girls who have taken to this movement, please take it more seriously, because at that time, Prabhupada, devotees would just come for the lecture and prasadam, then they would go. And so Prabhupada, this was, even in Los Angeles, they had a donut shop in front of the temple. And so devotees, after the lecture, well, there was no lecture, it was just Kirtan, maybe Prabhupada would speak for 5 minutes. And they would immediately go to the donut shop, have donut and coffee. So one day Prabhupada said, it says, do not, otherwise, do not, no. You stay here, you should hear. And so Prabhupada said, now you should understand, I am the guru, you are the disciple. Otherwise, up to that point, Prabhupada was just serving them, cooking prasadam. So he said, now they have to learn. I am the guru, you're the disciple. So, Hare Krishna. That is the mission of Lord Chaitanya and my Guru Maharaj. We are trying to execute the will by disciplic succession. You have come forward to help me. I shall request you all that I shall go away, but you shall live. Don't give up pushing on this movement, and you will be blessed by Lord Chaitanya and his divine grace, Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakur Prabhupada, Swami Prabhupada. Thank you very much. Any questions? So I'll just read the first question. When your spiritual master was a little boy, did he do things like Lord Chaitanya did? Like when he was went to the when Lord Chaitanya went to the water and all the girls were asking for. Prabhupada said, no, he was not so much naughty. My Guru Maharaj was a very gentle boy. Yes, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was a very naughty boy. Yes. And Krishna, he was also a very naughty boy. And Prabhupada pauses. Chant Hare Krishna. And then Prabhupada chants, and then he says, I have brought prasadam for you. Take. Okay, so that was the lecture. So I wanted to read one other thing. I hadn't planned on reading this lecture, but I wanted to encourage everyone today to, if you have time, if you can find the time, I always recommend this on this particular day, that you read Vaishnavake. I just wanted to read the first verse and a comment by Srila Prabhupada. on that first verse. So, of course, many times we heard this verse, Dushtamana tumikishera Vaishnava. Pratishtha tare niranjir ghare tava harinam kevala koitava. My dear mind, what kind of a Vaishnava are you? Simply for false prestige and a material reputation, you sit in a solitary place and pretend to chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. But this is all cheating. So Srila Prabhupada comments, so this is what Srila Prabhupada said in relation to this verse. When the disciples are grown up and are able to preach, the spiritual master should retire and sit down in a solitary place to write and execute nirjana bhajan. This means sitting silently in a solitary place and executing devotional service. This nirjana bhajan, which is the silent worship of the Supreme Lord, is not possible for the neophyte devotee. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakur never advised a neophyte devotee to go to a solitary place to engage in devotional service. Indeed, he has written a song in this connection. My dear mind, what kind of a devotee are you? Simply for cheap adoration, you sit in a solitary place and pretend to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. But this is all cheating. It's just a comment by Srila Prabhupada. So I wanted to read, and we'll close with this, Srila Prabhupada's famous offering to Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Adored ye all, the happy day, blessed than heaven, sweeter than May. He appeared at Puri, the holy place, my Lord and Master, His divine grace. So there he speaks about this day is special, blessed. Of course, this is Appearance Day, but we're reading it today. Oh, my Master, the evangelic angel, give us thy light, light up thy candle. Struggle for existence, a human race. The only hope is divine grace. Prakritistani karshati, Krishna says. Struggle for existence. And here Srila Prabhupada says the spiritual master is the solution. Misled, we are all going astray. Save us, Lord, our fervent pray. Wonder thy ways to turn our face. Adore thy feet, your divine grace. Forgotten Krishna, we fallen souls, paying most heavy the illusion's toll. Darkness all around, all untraced. The only hope is divine grace. Message of service thou hast brought, a healthy full life as Chaitanya taught. Unknown to all, its full brace. That's your gift, your divine grace. Absolute is sentient, thou hast proved. Otherwise, the absolute truth, Krishna, is living. He's a person. Impersonal calamity, thou hast removed. Thou hast moved. This gives us a life, anew and afresh. Worship thy feet, your divine grace. Had you not come, who had told the message of Krishna, forceful and bold? That's your right. You have the mace. Save me a fallen, your divine grace. So here, Srila Prabhupada says in his prayer, we should want to be chastised by the spiritual master. Actually, Srila Prabhupada said, if the spiritual master doesn't chastise the disciple, he is committing violence. Must chastise. Just like Srila Prabhupada said, violence, jiva himsa. I was going to read one other writing by Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, where he's speaking about the teachings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to Rupa Goswami and how we evolved from the non-moving to the moving, or the consciousness evolves, non-moving to moving, then no legs, then many legs, then 4 legs, then 2 legs, then he goes the whole thing up to the point of a pure devotee. And then he says, but the pure devotee has an obstacle. And one verse in Chaitanya Charitamrita speaks of that obstacle. Here is the verse. Nishidhachar kutinati jiva himsana labha puja prashtitadi yata upashakagana. Some unnecessary creepers grow with the bhakti creeper. So Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakur said in speaking, he's like speaking to Rupa Goswami, and he says, even when your creeper is growing and comes to the point of Brahman, and even if it goes beyond, these animals, he said, these animals will attack you. And what are those animals? Unacceptable behavior, nishidhachar. Diplomatic behavior, kutinati. Kutinati means I say one thing and I do another. Animal killing, jiva himsana, labha, mundane profiteering, and also besides animal killing, jiva himsana means killing the soul. And Srila Prabhupada said jiva himsa means, is very important for all of us. It means that you have the opportunity to give Krishna to someone and you don't take it. Just a very quick, Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakur, he spoke on this verse. He said, he was giving a lecture, and he said, all of you are sitting in ordinary seats, just like me. Well, and Jivamrita, they have a seat. But everybody else is sitting on a lower seat. He said, and here I am on this big lofty seat. What is this animal from the zoo garden? Sitting, listening to his praises, and being very content. How arrogant. No, who is this animal? And he says, I put my case before the Supreme Judge, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And what did he say? What is his judgment? Jari Dakatarikaha Krishna Padesh Amara Gyaya Guru. You must become Guru. And Guru means you must accept the service from the disciples. You must. Otherwise, if you don't do it, then you are a fool and a rascal. If you don't accept it. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told us all to become Guru. Therefore, we have to accept. No, but don't accept it on my behalf. You accept it on the behalf of Sri Guru and the Parampara. You never think this is for me. This is the danger. Therefore, one should only take up that position of Diksha Guru if one is able to pass it on without taking one. Prabhupada said, don't take one farthing. You pass it on to the Parampara. They may give you 1 crore of rupees. You don't even keep 1 rupee. You pass it on to the treasurer in the temple, who is the representative of Parampara. You don't keep 1 rupee. If Krishna wants to give you something, he will give you some rupees, but you don't take anything. This is Bhaktisiddhanta. And then he said that if one does not do this, then one is performing violence for the same thing that Srila Prabhupada said. So we all have to become Guru, but the main focus is give Krishna consciousness to others. Not, now I'm Guru. No, all the Mahaprasadam will come to me. Now I will get this. Now I will get some donations for my luxuriant living. Not like that. We accept what Krishna allots us, our quota. So anyway, the last 2 verses. So these creepers, Jiva himsa labha puja. No, being worshipped and pratishta. Pratishta, Srila Prabhupada defines as, in another place, he says, pratishta means that you want to think I am very important. Because puja and pratishta, they're very close. Puja means I accept worship, and pratishta means I think I'm very important. I'm a senior devotee. As I said many times, this is called ODS, Older Devotee Syndrome. No. Now I don't have to offer obeisances to anyone. I'm the older devotee. But Raghunath Das Goswami, he offered obeisances to 2,000 Vaishnavas every day. And good exercise too. So, I will finish the last two verses and then we'll stop. Had you not come, who has told the message of Krishna, forceful and bold, that is your right, you have the mace. Save me, a fallen, your divine grace. The line of service as drawn by you is pleasing and healthy like the morning dew. The oldest of all, but in a new dress, miracle done, your divine grace. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur ki jai. So, we can stop here. Anyone who may have a comment, question?
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Maharaj. This is today's disappearance of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur. So at the time of his disappearance, he was hearing 6 Shastakam, the 8 verses composed by Lord Chaitanya. And when he heard the second verse, Nam Nam Akari Bhudha, in the Sarasvatis, Tatrarpita Niyanita, Smaranena Kalaha, Etadrisi Tav Kripa, Bhagavan Mamapi, Durdev Midrisameha Janinanuragaha. So this verse says that I am lamenting that I am so unfortunate that I do not have any affection for this holy name. This is your mercy, so much mercy that you have given me your holy names. But I am so much unfortunate, I do not have even slight affection for your holy name. So at that time, Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur put his hand on his forehead, like lamenting. So he is lamenting. He is Guru. So this is the Acharya who practically shows his humility, his humbleness, that he is lamenting. I don't have any affection for your holy name.
Yeah, thank you very much. I just remembered when just one last thing. When Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur was a young boy, like 10 years old, I think it was Radharaman Babaji came to the house. He wasn't so, he was a Babaji, questionable Babaji. So he came, Bhaktivinoda Thakur received him, and then Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur came in the room, and he said, "So this is my son." And so the Babaji smiled. He said, "You are not," and Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, "You are not following properly. No, my father is teaching, and all of you are disobeying the orders of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. You should be punished." And Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he spoke for like 5 minutes. Then he told him, "All right, now you can go. You go to your room. You go away." And he said, "He's just a boy. Just forgive him." But then after the Babaji left, Bhaktivinoda Thakur told Bhaktisiddhanta, "Thank you very much. You have spoken the truth. I cannot do so. I have this, social obligation. But just like sometimes we have to go in a program with Mayavadis and we have to, Hare Krishna. But, because that's social etiquette. But if they start speaking some nonsense, then we have the duty to stop. We have to. It's like one time Prabhupada, I had to say this. Prabhupada was on a stage program. There were 5 lecturers. So the first one, they put Prabhupada last because all these people were very famous. In India, Prabhupada was not so famous yet. So the first one spoke, and Prabhupada was, you could see he was not happy. The second one spoke, even worse, and Prabhupada just started chanting japa. And he was chanting a little loudly so he could hear, Hare Krishna. The third one spoke, and Prabhupada told Brahmananda, stop him. And Brahmananda didn't know what to do, And the man stopped for a minute and he kept speaking. Prabhupada said, stop him. And then Brahmananda is thinking, what am I supposed to do? Grab him and, take him away? And then Prabhupada said, no, Kirtan. No. And so they started Kirtan. And everybody in the audience, this Mayavadi was speaking, everybody was like nodding out, Then the Kirtan started, and everybody got up and started dancing and chanting. And then Srila Prabhupada spoke, just for a couple minutes. He said, so you see, this is the process of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, no dry philosophy, and just Harinam Kirtan, Krishna Prasad. Devotees had brought prasadam. And then when Prabhupada was leaving, the organizer came, Swamiji, you have spoken very strongly. And Prabhupada said, no, they are speaking nonsense. Not that I have spoken the truth. Said the organizer, Swamiji. So this was Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada said, my guru never compromised, I never compromise, and you should never compromise. So Srila Prabhupada's instruction. We might have to have a little social etiquette, but we never compromise. When they start speaking nonsense philosophy, we have to speak. One time, one Mayavadi came to see Srila Prabhupada. There was a Brahmavadi, Swami Tilak. He was a Brahmavadi. Prabhupada was very nice to him because he wasn't Mayavadi, he was Brahmavadi. He just didn't reach the platform of Krishna, but he liked Prabhupada. And Prabhupada would even have him sit on his bed and they would talk. But this other Mayavadi came. He said like 5 words and Prabhupada just shouted and shouted and never let him speak. He tried to say something, Prabhupada would shout louder. He didn't allow him to say one word. And he left. And the devotees thought, Prabhupada, they were looking like, Prabhupada, that was very heavy. And Prabhupada just smiled. He didn't say anything, just smiled. So this is our duty. And this is Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakur. He was at war with the Mayavadi. And they tried to stop him. And the Smarta Brahmins, when he went to Vrindavan, famous pastime, that he was on Parikram, and they were waiting for him with stones. And actually, one of his disciples, Keshava Maharaj, he had white dress at that time, so he took Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. He put on the saffron dress, and Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati put on the white dress. And Keshava Maharaj went through with the devotees, and Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur went on the outside. And they were throwing rocks at the devotees. So this is how he took his duty as disciple. Just like Puresh or Ramanuja. He took punishment to save the spiritual master. His eyes were plucked out. Then he said afterwards, I could see. Of course, afterwards, Ramanuja said the deity will give you 3 blessings. And he told him, you must ask for your eyes back so that you can see. And he got his eyes back. Anyway, it's a long story. But point is, this is how we can learn. What does it mean? What is the sacrifice? What is the degree of sacrifice that one should do for the spiritual master? And Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. So if we want to follow him, we preach against this Mayavad philosophy. And the best way to preach against it is to give Prabhupada's books. And we're in the marathon, so this is a wonderful day that we can do this. Think about how these books will destroy this Mayavad philosophy. And I just want to mention one thing. Many of our congregational members are going to one Babaji in Vrindavan. That Babaji speaks Mayavad philosophy. But I'm very surprised that our congregational members are not detecting this. So this means we have to preach in such a way that our congregation understands what is Mayavad philosophy. Otherwise, they're going and hearing this nonsense and think, oh, he's a great saintly person. So we just keep that in mind in preaching to our congregation. They must understand this difference between impersonal and personal. Otherwise, they will be pulled away by some nonsense. So thank you all very much. Oh, okay, one quick question.
Yes, Maharaj. Thank you, Maharaj. Hare Krishna. Maharaj, thank you very much for your lecture. I am deeply inspired and grateful to you. Maharaj, on this very auspicious day, I humbly beg you that kindly bless me that before I leave the world, I can distribute at least 1 billion Prabhupada books. Your blessings mean a lot to me. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Prabhupada's blessings are for everyone, and our duty is to distribute those blessings. But I always say, if you want blessings, you get 700 blessings in Bhagavad Gita. And if you want more, you get 18,000 blessings in Bhagavatam. So that's like, almost 20,000 blessings are available. And then we have Chaitanya Charitamrita, and then you have next. So we are inundated by blessings. We're flooded by blessings. But unfortunately, sometimes we try to get to the top, and I don't want to be drowned in these blessings. I want to escape. Drowning is not good. That just reminds me another thing very quickly. Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakur said. He was speaking about getting Krishna Prem. And he said that, everyone in this world wants to become wealthy. And a sadhu, he wants to give up. He said, but this is wrong. The sadhu must become wealthy. And he was giving this lecture, and devotees were like, what? He said, yes, you must get the highest wealth. Krishna Prema, Prema Dhan. Get this highest wealth. And as Nimi Maharaj said, Satsanga Shevadir Rinam, that the greatest treasure is the association of the Vaishnava. And that will give us the wealth of Krishna Prema. So we must take advantage of this association and not be a loner, as Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur says. Then you will simply become contaminated and lose your Krishna consciousness. Thank you all very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur ki jai. Jai Gaur Premanandi.